Hey, what is up guys? It's Max here again with another cryptocurrency video, and today I'm going to be talking about IOTA. If you have been following the news regarding cryptocurrencies, you've probably most likely heard about the massive spike in the price of the coin IOTA in the last week alone. I believe it jumped around 300 to 500% or more in just the last week alone. And the reason being is the recent partnership they made with Microsoft, Volkswagen, and Fujitsu. So whenever the Microsoft news came out that they're partnering with IOTA, the price massively jumped from around 75 cents to $1.50. And then it just kept climbing and kept climbing to the point where it's $4.65 right now. But in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about what I think is going to happen once IOTA reaches $5. So based on the recent trend lines on the price of IOTA, we see massive amounts of climb. We see lots and lots of climb, but we don't see many dips. We don't even see a correction in the price of IOTA. I mean, ever since IOTA went from 76 cents to $4.65, there's very little negative in the trend lines. And for this reason and this reason alone, I believe that a lot of the smart investors and a lot of the people who initially invested in IOTA during the ICO phase, who only bought the coin for pennies on the dollar, are most likely going to sell when it reaches $5. Because a lot of the ICO investors buy these coins when they're below a certain amount. So they're below 5 cents, they're below a penny sometimes, and they buy massive amounts of that coin. But a lot of times when they invest so much money into the ICO, they're not looking to stick around and hope it reaches 20 bucks. They're not looking to stick around and hope it reaches 100 bucks. They're looking to sell when it reaches $1. They're looking to sell when it reaches $5, sometimes even $10. But a lot of times you're looking at $1 to $5 as the sweet spot for a lot of these ICO investors to just massively dump all their ICO tokens and sell off majority of their share. And you might be saying to yourself, well, if it reached $1, why didn't we see a massive dip in the price of IOTA if a lot of these ICO investors would have sold off at $1 stage? And the reason for this being is because I believe that the reason why a lot of ICO investors and a lot of people generally didn't sell off their IOTAs is because of FOMO, fear of missing out. So the price jumped from 76 cents, reached 150, and they're like, wow, it reached 150. That's almost double what I was going to sell it at $1. Might as well just stick around and see what happens. Then it reaches $3.50. Then it reaches $4. Then it reaches $4.50. And I think the thought process behind a lot of these ICO investors and a lot of people who are just looking to pump and dump is, sure, the price reached what I wanted it to reach, but maybe if I stick around a little bit more, I can just make a little bit more money. Because if the price jumps so parabolically from 76 cents to $4.65, who's to say that it won't reach $5? So why should I sell at 150 when I could just wait around and hopefully it'll reach $3? And then they see it reach $3, they're like, wow, this is a huge jump. I'm not looking to sell at this stage either. Maybe it'll reach $5. And then $5 is usually the sweet spot for a lot of these ICO investors, and that's when they massively dump a lot of their coins. So that's why I believe when it comes to IOTA, when it reaches $5, we're going to see a massive dump, and we're going to see a massive dip in the price, because a whole lot of people who initially just invested during the ICO stage, or a lot of people who were just looking to make a quick profit, they're not going to be sticking around and hoping that it reaches 10 bucks or 20 bucks, because they were only invested to the point where they just made their decent amount of profit and they just move on with their life. So they're looking to dump it at around 5 bucks. So that's why I believe we're going to see a massive dip in IOTA when it reaches $5.